Hey Cachers, Derek here, Baker 6 Clan. Today we're going to be finishing up the Rack and Pinion Gadget Cache, so you don't want to miss it. Let's go. Okay, so I said last time that I was going to take the week and to clean up this and make this work a lot better. Well, that's what I did. Of course, I added the bolts that are going to be dropping in to lock it. I cleaned up the gears a little bit. I put a stop into where the gears come out so they can't go past, and I put a couple of screws, a couple places, just to kind of keep the rails and the pinions kind of running smooth. Now the next step that I need to do is that I don't want this to be this wide, because this is going to be an internal door inside the cache itself. There's going to be a door on the outside that opens up, and that will reveal this door that you'll have to do something to turn the knob to release the pinion. So what I need to do, I don't want the cache to be this wide. So I'm going to run it through the table saw, and I'm going to cut off just a little bit here on the outside so that it's not quite this wide. And then I'm going to go back in and start building the birdhouse around the door. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of it already assembled, the birdhouse. Now I do have a kind of a stop in here, so the door will sit right against this right here. And there'll be another wall here with basically the same thing on that side. Because now I'm gonna put the second door in place and put the hinges in there, and then I'll be getting where the marking up of both of the pegs where those are gonna drop in. But it's easier to get all the markings and everything put together before you put that other wall here, so then you can access the inside to fix what you need to fix and get all the hinges to make sure everything's working, and put the holes in the floor and the top, what's going to cause this to lock up. Okay, so now the door is installed and it is locked, so it can't open up. But if I turn the long stick that's right here right now, I haven't cut it off, and there's some other stuff I got to do to it. But if I turn it, it lowers the pinion and those locks, and it brings it back down. So then I can just put it back and turn it back, and it locks it back. Now, one of the things I did do on here is that I added a piece of plexiglass on here, because the pinions were giving just a little bit and it was causing the door to wiggle too much. So I put the plexiglass on there, which I already wanted to do anyways, but it just serves for two purposes. One, it holds those pinions in place, and the other gives the cache finder something to look at when they get into and they can see the actual gear system in here. To fix this part here, what I'm gonna have to do, I don't have a hole saw big enough to cover this whole area and cover the actual middle part of that one gear. So what I'm gonna be doing is taking my compass, getting the diameter, and then putting it onto another piece of wood, and then I'm gonna run it through my scroll saw and cut out the circle that's gonna go here. And then I'm gonna take my hole saws and cut out some smaller locations and place those around here as red herrings, because I don't want them just necessarily grab the first one and get into it. I just want it to be kind of fun. So that's what I'm going to do next. All right, so here is the final product. So I put these little hooks on here so they'll come up, they'll drop it down. I see 3 different dials. Now it's locked, But when they turn different ones, only one of them is going to actually unlock it. So when they turn it, and they're in. Plenty of room back here for swag and some other stuff in there, so it's going to be a lot of fun to find. Now, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm glad this one is done. I completed this one. Kind of a different way of doing some rock and pinion gears and having a lot of fun. Not very difficult once you get into it, but just a lot of fun and very unique. All right, I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. But before you go, hey, why don't you go check out one of these other stories and check out the story behind the cache.